We think we know this planet, but 80% of our oceans remain uncharted. Millions of acres of forest lie untouched, unexplored, and beneath the canopy, beneath the waves, something stirs. They told us these ancient monsters are gone. That time buried them, that we are safe. But whispers in the dark, unexplained sightings, and ancient legends say otherwise. What if the prehistoric past never truly died? Tonight we dive into a world where science and mystery collide. 10 prehistoric monsters that could still exist today. Brace yourself for a journey into the impossible. Number 10. Megalania. Meet Megalania, a massive, venomous lizard that could grow up to 23 feet long and weigh over a ton. It wasn't just a monitor lizard, it was a walking tank with a toxic bite and a hunger for large prey, possibly even early humans. Fossils show it roamed Australia around 40,000 years ago, overlapping with Aboriginal tribes. Their ancient rock art depicts giant lizards, far larger than any known species today. And here's where it gets eerie. In 2010, a team of researchers in Queensland reported spotting a reptilian-like shape, described as over 20 feet long, in the water. This sighting vanished without a trace. No carcass, no tracks, just ripples across the surface. The event sparked speculation about surviving marine reptiles or unknown species lurking in the wilderness. Locals call it the desert ghost. Is it just a myth, or could Earth's most venomous predator still walk among us? Number 9. Flesiosaur. Everyone's heard of the Loch Ness Monster, but similar creatures are reported in over 100 lakes worldwide. Plesiosaurs ruled the seas 65 million years ago, some as long as 40 feet, with serpentine necks and massive flippers. Here's the twist. Some scientists believe small populations may have survived the extinction by adapting to deep freshwater lakes. In Canada, locals speak of Ogopogo. In Africa's Lake Pele, there are whispers of Mokele Mbembe. In Russia, military divers abandoned a mission after a massive aquatic animal capsized their equipment in 1987. Sonar scans in these lakes have shown massive moving shapes. They disappear too quickly to be tracked. Coincidence or a fossil come to life? Number 8. Gigantopithecus. A 10-foot-tall, 1,000-pound giant ape, Gigantopithecus, is believed to have gone extinct nearly 100,000 years ago. What if it didn't? Sightings of ape-like giants in the Himalayas, Yeti, North America, Bigfoot, and Indonesia, Orang Pendek, share shocking similarities. Expeditions in Vietnam and China have discovered 18-inch footprints and eerie howls deep in the jungle. In the early 2000s, some hair samples were initially thought to be from an unknown species, but later DNA tests revealed they belonged to known animals, like bears. And in China's Shenangjia Mountains, local farmers claim to have seen a massive hairy creature known as the Yeren, but that only deepens the mystery. If these are just legends, why are the reports so consistent across the globe? What if Gigantopithecus didn't go extinct? What if it's still out there, watching us from the shadows of the forest? Number 7. Quetzalcoatlus. The largest known flying animal to ever exist, Quetzalcoatlus, had a wingspan of 40 feet. This pterosaur could launch itself into flight using all 4 limbs and was likely an aerial apex predator. In modern Papua New Guinea, locals described the ropin, a glowing, leathery-winged creature the size of a small plane. American soldiers stationed there in World War II even reported dogfights with winged reptiles. Their reports were laughed off until similar sightings came from Texas, Alaska, and even Mexico in the 2000s. Could these be surviving pterosaurs hiding in mountainous jungles, mistaken for birds of myth? Number 6. Sarasucus. 40 feet long and 8 tons, Sarasucus was twice the size of today's largest crocodile. It could drag even a full-grown dinosaur into the water. And crocs are survivors, barely changed in 200 million years. In the Congo Basin, the largest unexplored rainforest on Earth, villagers speak of a water beast they call a melantuka, a creature that breaks boats and attacks elephants. In 2019, drone footage revealed massive underwater movement in a stretch of river considered sacred and off-limits to outsiders. What if the king of the Cretaceous still rules the jungle waters? Number 5. Pitanoboa. Pitanoboa was the largest snake to ever live, over 50 feet long and heavier than a buffalo. It thrived in tropical wetlands. Sound familiar? The Amazon is still home to the anaconda, but locals speak of an even larger creature called Yakumama, the mother of the waters. In 2016, satellite footage over the Lena River Delta showed a massive serpentine ice pattern. Scientists linked it to river ice and permafrost. But what if that pattern was more than geology? Meanwhile, in the Amazon, several mysterious disappearances have been linked to massive wakes spotted in calm river zones. Is it just myth and coincidence? Or could Pitanoboa, or something like it, still be hunting beneath the surface? Number 4. Spinosaurus aegyptiacus was one of the most bizarre and fearsome predators in history. 50 feet long, semi-aquatic, and built like a nightmare. Recent studies suggest it was more aquatic than we ever imagined, with paddle-like feet and dense bones to dive. And remember Moklambembe, described as part elephant, part reptile, long neck, but with a reptilian tail and aquatic behavior. Expeditions into the Congo have returned with strange tracks, disrupted equipment, and reports of guttural roaring deep in the swamp. Could this be a surviving Spinosaurus or an unknown descendant? Number 3. Elicoprian. Elicoprian was a shark with a spiral-shaped jaw lined with razor-sharp teeth, like a buzzsaw, and we still don't fully understand how it fed. Its fossils vanish about 250 million years ago, but that's assuming we've explored the whole ocean. Every year, deep-sea vessels discover entire species no one has ever seen, including massive sharks like the megamouth. And in 2021, a fishing vessel off the Philippines hauled in an unidentified shark with a jaw that scientists said looked like something out of prehistory. Could Helicoprian or its relatives still swim in the crushing depths? Number 2. Livyatan. Olivoton Melville was a prehistoric killer whale, but unlike today's orcas, this one had foot-long teeth and a taste for other whales. Its fossil was discovered in Peru, an ocean hotspot filled with unexplored trenches. Modern ships report mysterious impacts, unexplained sonar hits, and deep calls that don't match any known species. In 2020, a deep-sea drone exploring the Atacama Trench captured footage of a massive shape moving in pitch-black water, larger than any sperm whale ever recorded. It vanished within seconds. Could a Livyatan or its descendants still rule the depths? Number 1. Megalodon. Megalodon was the largest shark to ever exist, up to 80 feet long with teeth the size of a human hand. Science says it vanished 3.6 million years ago, but the ocean doesn't give up its secret so easily. In 2013, sonar picked up a massive, fast-moving object off the coast of New Zealand. Estimated length, over 60 feet. In 2018, a whale carcass washed ashore in South Africa with enormous bite marks, too big for any known predator. Some believe Megalodon never went extinct. It just moved deeper, waiting in the abyss. They tell us these creatures are gone, that extinction is final, that we've explored all there is to know. But the truth is, the Earth is older, wilder, and more mysterious than we can imagine. So next time you walk through a dense forest, dive into deep waters, or soar over remote mountains, look closer, listen harder, because sometimes the past doesn't stay buried, and the monsters from prehistory, they may still be watching.